Our criminal justice system revolves around issues of class and race, and poverty is just a constant presence.
I think I have the best job in the world for lots of reasons, and I could probably talk about it for hours. But I think in the end, I have the best job in the world because I get to every day defend the rights of Americans. Every day I get to reach out my hand to help somebody who really needs help. Every day I get to have the potential for getting another human being out of a cage. And I get to work alongside some of the best people I've ever met.
What I love most about this job is that it is really fun and it is really positive, and it is in some ways really easy to be the person that is always trying to see the best in the client. The rest of the system is not doing that, and so public defenders have part of your ethical obligation in defending someone is to always look at your client as someone who has potential and opportunity and is more than the charge that is being leveled against them. And to come into work every day and have that be a part of your job, to kind of look for the best in people and focus on the best in people, can be challenging, but it is also, it's very satisfying, and it's something that makes you want to come in to work every day.
I think the Nashville Defender's Office has a lot of different type of people. I think some are motivated simply by wanting to help people. That's the only reason they do this job every day, is they want to help people. Lack of a better word, the bleeding heart type. And then there's some who are just like me. It's not a fight that they hadn't seen, that they not willing to stick their nose into, especially when it's the bully, and in this case, the government bullying people who don't have the resources to fight them all the time. Of course, the fighters, we have compassion and we love our clients and we want to make sure they do well. And of course, the bleeding hearts. Just because they're bleeding hearts, that don't mean that they won't kick your ass.
So our clients, not only do they lack money and power, but they also, in many cases, are dealing with the huge uphill battle of addiction bearing down on them, and or mental illness, which affects their ability to even function in society.
I think we have commonly in this country put a Band-Aid on issues related to mental illness and poverty because we haven't figured out the solutions, and it's hard. And so rather than doing the difficult thing, we try to ignore it.
I think everything about the system that I work in dehumanizes my clients. The system, I mean, even calling it a system in the first place is dehumanizing, because it implies that we are making a product or processing a thing. And what we're really talking about is human beings.
We may think maybe on a probation violation that they have to be punished because they didn't show up to their probation officer for 1 month. Well, but he hadn't picked up any new criminal charges. He's going to work every day. He's contributing to society. He's a part of his kid's life. But now you got to go do 30 days in jail. For what? To go back to being unemployed, his kid's struggling, and now he possibly will pick up criminal charges because he has to reset his life. And I just don't think that a majority of people take those type of collateral consequences when making decisions, DAs, judges alike.
We're fighting against a massive system that is well-funded and well-organized to continue to have poor people sit in jail or plead guilty, and that's what happens.
Another way that we dehumanize our clients is by not having enough resources to handle the sheer volume of arrests that police make.
If you have all of that power and all those resources on one side, and you don't adequately supply, fund, resource the other, the balance in those judicial proceedings will be very, very unfairly tipped against the individual. And so when you have someone who is facing charges that can take away their liberty, that can affect their employment, their family, all these other collateral consequences of a conviction, it is extremely important that we get that process right. And a big part of that is making sure that every individual who comes through our system is adequately represented.
I think the biggest challenge that our office faces is how do we provide the kind of representation to our clients that each and every one of them is entitled to when we don't have the time to be able to do that. The volume of cases that our office is expected to handle and is currently handling is well more than we should be handling. And there are a lot of consequences to that. Probably the most significant is that clients don't always get the representation that they need, the representation that they deserve.
I want Nashville to care about equal justice because I'm a native Nashvilleian. This community is very important to me. I grew up in a Nashville that I came to believe was progressive and open-minded, welcoming. And that's the reason I wanted to come back to Nashville after college, because this is my home, and I love it. That is not the same Nashville that everyone experiences. There's a huge segment of Nashvilleians who don't experience that forward-thinking, progressive Nashville. I think it's crucial that the Nashville community, if we want to be a welcoming, progressive, forward-thinking city, that we understand that there are major issues, that walking into the jail or the courthouse sometimes takes us back 30 years in a way that I don't experience in the rest of the city.
The Nashville community should support public defense because it's the right thing to do. Because the individuals we represent are our mothers and fathers, they're our brothers and sisters, our sons and daughters. They're us. And every one of us knows that if we had a family member charged with a crime, locked in a cage, facing significant consequences to the rest of their life for a single event that happened to them or didn't happen to them, we would want the best for our loved one. And that's what we should give to everybody in this community. If we don't have justice for everybody in this community, equal justice, there can't be equal justice for any of us.
My name is Aisha McWay, and I'm a Nashville Defender.
My name is Chauncey Fuller, and I'm a Nashville Defender.
My name is Emily Herbert, and I'm a Nashville Defender.
My name is Dave Kiley, and I'm a Nashville Defender.
My name is Georgia Sims, and I'm a Nashville Defender.
My name is Dawn Diener, and I'm a Nashville Defender.